I think there's a couple things, and they're surprising to varying degrees. I think the extent of them that is revealed has been surprising. So, for example, the mental differentiation for people in rural healthcare markets, right? And I tell the story, I am a fancy trained doc. I went to Johns Hopkins and I went to Stanford, and I come from this small town, and yet my family goes to see the local doc whom has never passed his boards, but is the captain of the softball team. And when I say that, you're sort of like, everyone kind of chuckles and rolls their eyes, but like the reality is like they are very dedicated and very loyal to this person. And so I don't see that as a negative. I see that as like a real opportunity of so not to lump all people in rural markets together, but there is a different mentality when you're a smaller group kind of putting yourself together to accomplish things in farther away places. That is really important to understand from a mindset. I think that's one. I think from, our goal as we started this business was really to provide value and to provide economic value. In fact, to the point where I want to own it. I want to put my feet to the fire. If I can't do it, I want to be burned and it'll make me get better. And yet, majority of healthcare still is a fee-for-service model with, kind of minimal increasing but still minimal quality metrics for that service, right? And so really the alignment there around the contracting and what people are holding us accountable for. I'm asking to be held accountable for as much as I possibly can because I know it'll make me better. And then I think the third is just, the approaches to solve rural healthcare today haven't worked. And the biggest approach, broadly speaking, is the government increasing fee-for-service reimbursement. And the reason that doesn't work is there's just not enough access. And I think, marginal fee-for-service reimbursement to get docs into rural areas hasn't proved beneficial. What it does, what that does is it kind of allows people to get further down their sick paradigm or sick pathway before they seek healthcare. And so I think there's a real opportunity, again, and a real need to align in a value-based arrangement in these areas so you can own longitudinal risk over time. And I think that the remote nature of being able to provide care with some of the technology assistance will allow for a scaling that we haven't seen or haven't done to date in rural healthcare markets.